Hello, dear friends. Have you ever found yourself at a family dinner, perhaps with your grandchildren, and someone says, "Grandpa, Grandma, you shouldn't eat that fatty piece of meat. It's not good for your heart." Or maybe you've heard whispers. As we get older, certain meats are practically forbidden if you want to stay healthy and live long. It's a common dilemma, isn't it? The world of diet advice can be incredibly confusing, especially when it comes to something as fundamental as meat. For years, we've been told to limit or even avoid certain types of meat, almost as if they're a secret dietary taboo. But what if I told you that some of these so-called forbidden meats might actually hold a key to unlocking your longevity and vitality? What if, with a little wisdom, they could become your allies instead of your enemies? Today, we're going to dive deep into this fascinating topic. We'll gently challenge some long-held beliefs and uncover the surprising truth about meat consumption for seniors. We'll explore what often gets labeled as forbidden meat, why it gained that reputation, and then, most importantly, how incorporating the right kind of meat in the right way can actually empower your health, boost your immunity, and support a vibrant, longer life. Stick around until the end, because I'll also share a practical, scientific guide on how to enjoy meat wisely. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 10. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. First, let's clear the air and gently address some of the common misunderstandings about what's often considered forbidden in the world of meat. One of the first things many people point to when they talk about forbidden meat is anything with visible fat. Fatty cuts of pork, marbled beef, or even chicken skin. We've been warned repeatedly about saturated fats, and for good reason. They can indeed lead to an increase in undesirable cholesterol and triglycerides in your bloodstream. Over time, high levels of these can contribute to a higher risk of heart disease and stroke, which are significant concerns as we age. So yes, excessive consumption of very fatty meats isn't ideal. Then there are cured meats. Think of bacon, sausages, or deli slices. These are often high in salt, and we all know how too much salt can impact blood pressure, a major risk factor for heart health. But it's not just the salt. Cured meats often contain nitrites and nitrates, which, when cooked, especially at high temperatures, can form compounds called nitrosamines. Some studies have linked these nitrosamines to an increased risk of certain cancers. It's a point of caution, certainly, but does it mean we must avoid them entirely? What about fried meats? A crispy piece of fried chicken or a deep-fried cutlet can be tempting, but the way they are prepared often adds significantly to their unhealthy profile. Frying, particularly deep frying, adds a lot of unhealthy fats, which can further elevate blood lipid levels. Moreover, high-temperature cooking methods like frying can create harmful compounds, such as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, and even polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, like benzopyrene, which are potential carcinogens. It's a method that definitely warrants careful consideration for our long-term health. And finally, we have smoked meats. The smoky flavor is irresistible to many, but the smoking process itself, much like grilling or charring, can introduce similar harmful compounds. As the meat is exposed to smoke, it can absorb these substances, which, again, are believed to have carcinogenic potential. It's a subtle threat, perhaps, but one that warrants our awareness, especially when we're thinking about cumulative exposure over many years. So, when we look at these categories, it's easy to see why they've earned their forbidden label. But is the picture truly so black and white? Now, let's flip the script. What if these forbidden meats, when chosen and prepared wisely, are actually not just permissible, but vital for our longevity? The truth is, meat, in its essence, is a powerhouse of essential nutrients, especially for older adults. Firstly, let's talk about protein. As we age, maintaining muscle mass becomes increasingly challenging. This natural process, called sarcopenia, can lead to weakness, reduced mobility, and a higher risk of falls. The high-quality protein found in meat is absolutely crucial for preventing this muscle loss. It provides all the essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle tissue, something that simply isn't as efficiently obtained from plant-based proteins alone. It's like providing the strongest building blocks for your body's infrastructure. Beyond muscle, protein from meat plays a fundamental role in bolstering your immune system. Our immune cells and the antibodies they produce to fight off infections are essentially made of protein. When you ensure adequate protein intake, you're literally giving your body the raw materials it needs to defend itself against illnesses, something that becomes even more important as our immune systems naturally become a little less robust with age. Think of it as supplying your body's army with all the necessary ammunition. Furthermore, the nutritional benefits of meat extend to maintaining healthy bones. While calcium and vitamin D are often highlighted for bone health, protein is also a critical component of bone matrix. Adequate protein intake works synergistically with calcium and vitamin D to support bone density and strength, helping to prevent osteoporosis, a common and debilitating condition for seniors. This means that embracing meat in the right way can actually help keep your bones strong and resilient, and it doesn't stop there. The rich array of vitamins and minerals found in meat, such as iron, zinc, and B vitamins, are vital for overall nutritional balance. Iron prevents anemia, which can cause fatigue and weakness. Zinc supports immune function and wound healing. And B vitamins, particularly B12, are crucial for neurological function and preventing cognitive decline. Some experts even suggest that regular, moderate meat consumption can play a role in delaying brain aging, keeping your mind sharp and agile. So it's clear that demonizing all meat might be a disservice to our health, especially as we age. The key, as with most things in life, lies in balance and smart choices. This brings us to our scientific guide on how to truly unlock meat's longevity potential. First, let's consider the balance between red meat and white meat. Red meat, like beef and lamb, is an excellent source of iron and B12. White meat, such as chicken and fish, tends to be leaner and often contains beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, especially fatty fish. Aim for a sensible balance. For seniors, a good guideline might be to consume around 40 to 75 grams of lean red meat a few times a week and incorporate poultry and fish more regularly. Perhaps you could enjoy a small portion of lean beef or lamb twice a week, and then alternate with chicken or fish on other days. What's your favorite type of meat to eat? Let me know in the comments below. Next, and perhaps most importantly, is your cooking method. This is where we can truly transform forbidden into favorable. Instead of frying, deep frying, or char grilling, which can create those harmful compounds we discussed earlier, opt for healthier methods. Steaming, stewing, boiling, or baking are excellent choices. These methods preserve nutrients, minimize unhealthy fat addition, and significantly reduce the formation of carcinogens. Think of a comforting, slow-cooked stew, a delicate steamed fish, or a tender-baked chicken breast. These are not only delicious, but incredibly beneficial for your health. Finally, let's talk about frequency and portion control. It's not about eating massive steaks every day. For seniors, moderation is key. A portion of meat roughly the size of a deck of cards or the palm of your hand is often sufficient for a single meal. And you don't need to eat meat at every meal, or even every day. Listening to your body, ensuring a diverse diet, and focusing on quality over quantity will serve you best. Remember, it's about making meat a valuable part of a balanced diet, not the sole focus. So, dear friends, the message today is one of empowerment and informed choice. The so-called forbidden meats are not inherently evil. It's not about eliminating them entirely from your diet, but rather about understanding their nuances, making scientific choices, and embracing healthier preparation methods. By doing so, you can transform these powerful protein sources into true allies for your health, boosting your immunity, strengthening your bones and muscles, and keeping your mind sharp as you embrace your golden years with vitality. I encourage you to reassess your relationship with meat. Perhaps you've been avoiding it due to outdated advice, or simply because you were unsure. Now, armed with this knowledge, you can make smarter decisions for yourself and for your loved ones. What small change will you make in your diet this week to incorporate meat more wisely? Share your thoughts and questions in the comments section below. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to our channel for more gentle guidance on living a healthy and fulfilling life. Until next time, take care, stay well, and keep nurturing your amazing journey of life.